Hello, and welcome to the HelloID Provisioning Product Release video for February 2024. HelloID Provisioning is a 100% born in the cloud, easy to configure and maintain user provisioning solution. It helps organizations to fully automate the user lifecycle management by connecting the HR or SIS as a source system. Every change in this source is detected and processed into the network and your cloud applications. No more worries about stale user accounts, accumulation of licenses or access rights, manual user management, or compliancy issues. Please note that this video highlights only the new features in the February 2024 release. For more videos, visit docs.helloid.com or check out our YouTube channel. Let's dive in. We'll start with a PowerPoint presentation before moving on to demonstrate the new functionalities for the February 2024 release. We're excited to share two key enhancements in this release. First, the capability to export and import field mapping definitions for on-premise Active Directory and PowerShell V2 target systems. It's important to note that this new functionality is specifically for these systems and does not extend to the built-in Azure Active Directory connector. However, the existing export/import mapping functionality for Azure Active Directory will remain supported. Another significant update is the simplification of entitlement states. Previously, multiple states could be assigned to entitlements, but we've streamlined this to a single state. Now, an entitlement simply indicates whether it is granted or not. This feature will, however, not be demonstrated in this video because this only has a minor impact. We will now demonstrate these new features. Introducing the capability to export and import mappings for Active Directory on-premises and PowerShell V2 target systems. This feature, accessible in the target system's configuration, will be demonstrated using the Active Directory target connector and is similarly applicable for PowerShell V2 systems. Taking a closer look at the Fields tab of the connector configuration, you'll notice the addition of two new buttons, named Import and Export. These buttons facilitate the configuration actions of your mapping. The Export button exports all settings from the current mapping set into a file named with the prefix mapping export, followed by the system name, ensuring easy identification. For instance, for this demo system named Demo 2024.02, the export file will be titled Mapping Export Demo 2024.02.json. Within this file, you'll find detailed settings for each mapped field, including the attribute name, field type, text or array, and descriptions. For instance, we use country for one field's description. Additionally, the file encapsulates each configuration set outlined below. Each configuration set, along with the chosen actions, is included within the mapping export, ensuring a complete transfer of settings. Similarly, this applies to the configuration's selected options, encompassing actions such as create, enable, update, delete, and disable, as well as options for utilizing notifications or storing account data for comprehensive management. This also extends to the fields and the type of mapping used, whether it be fixed, field, or complex. These mappings will be included in the export, allowing the export file to contain multiple configuration sets for each field's configuration. Here, we offer a preview feature to review mappings before applying them, along with the capability to import configurations. Selecting the Import button opens a new file window, allowing the selection of a mapping definition export as a JSON file for import. Once a file is chosen and loaded, you'll be directed to a new screen that displays a summary of the import, offering a clear overview of the changes. The summary provides detailed indications of changes, additions, and the settings of configured fields. For instance, we've introduced two new fields, a comment field and a pager field. These fields, previously absent in the system's mapping, are now included, with attributes mapped accordingly in the export file. For both the comment and pager fields, specific actions have been configured to trigger upon account creation, as highlighted by the exclusive emphasis on the create action, while other actions remain grayed out. The pager field serves a dual purpose. It's utilized in notifications, ensuring availability of this variable for events like account creation, and it's preserved within account data for reference. Furthermore, A unique checkmark beside the pager field signifies its role in the configuration of unique fields. This designation triggers a uniqueness verification process, ensuring that each entry is distinct and prevents duplicates. Existing fields in the collection are marked with a yellow exclamation indicator, signifying their presence in the current mapping. This alert highlights that these fields will undergo reconfiguration upon the import of a new mapping set. It's important to note that importing a field already present will result in the existing configuration being replaced, not merged or patched. The old settings are discarded in favor of a completely new configuration, ensuring up-to-date field management. This replacement only affects fields already in the mapping. Unconfigured fields not included in the new mapping remain unchanged. For a total mapping replacement, use the Delete All button before re-importing a new mapping to start from a clean slate. After a successful import, the mapping overview page refreshes to display the new configuration. The pager field, marked for uniqueness checks, is added to the Unique Fields in the Accounts tab, showing its validation for uniqueness. This functionality extends to the PowerShell V2 connector as well. It's important to note the distinction between Active Directory and PowerShell mappings. Specifically, PowerShell supports object-based mapping, a feature not available for Active Directory. Conversely, Active Directory includes configurations for field uniqueness, a capability not supported by PowerShell V2. This highlights the unique strengths and considerations of each system. As we conclude this overview of the latest HelloID release, we hope you're as excited as we are about these enhancements and new features. They're designed to streamline your experience, improve security, and ensure your system's integrity with advanced configurations and mappings. Stay tuned for more updates, and thank you for choosing HelloID for your identity and access management needs.